allow me to say this with a lot of respect for your work, is that Dr. Zakir Naik is not a bigot. He is a practicing Muslim. Therefore, he is candidly presenting his views as a Muslim, which finds acceptance in a significant cross-section of the Muslim population, and it also finds acceptance and endorsement from an avowedly Islamic state, which has Islam as its state religion, and which, knowing fully well that these are his views and these are his contributions to religious peace and harmony in Bharat, has chosen to welcome him to such a global event. Now, apart from the fact that it perhaps represents a resounding slap on the face of the Indian state, which went out of its way to throw a respectable lady under the bus without giving her an opportunity to prove her position before a court of law, which apparently Zakir Naik is entitled to, but Nupur Sharma is not entitled to. I think it's for the Indian state to ask itself, why does it choose to mollycoddle and pamper such sentiments when countries such as Qatar seem to have the confidence to hold on to their position and walk their talk and have the courage of their conviction to speak their mind? Qatar is not to be blamed. Mr. Rashid is not to be blamed. Zakir Naik is not to be blamed, because they are doing what they believe is right in accordance with their belief systems and faith systems. That is their position. Now the problem is, Bharat is obviously stuck in a neutral mode, which is neither here nor there, and therefore doesn't have the ability to take a confident position, and therefore its constant approach to such issues is appeasement, both domestically and internationally. So I stand by the fact that Zakir Naik is not a bigot. He is not seen as a bigot by most members of his community. He is not seen as a bigot by members of the left. And perhaps there is some truth to it, because he is after all only purveying and propagating the beliefs that he is a trained master of. Is he the only person to represent those beliefs? No. He is merely the torchbearer of this particular belief in a long line of such preachers. So why do we go after Zakir Naik as an individual, when the fact of the matter is, the belief system that he represents and the mindset that he represents finds purchase in over 2 billion people across the globe, or at least 1.5 billion across the globe? Now that is a question for us as a society and a state to answer. There is no point in asking for any kind of symmetry between Zakir Naik and Nupur Sharma, because Nupur Sharma should not and cannot be compared with Zakir Naik. She is not a religious preacher. She did not go out of her way to provoke or hurt anybody's sentiments. She was responding to an offensive comment made on your channel, on your show, with respect to a Hindu place of worship. So I will not for a moment compare both of them.